Let's do first question from AIEEE 2004, which is, which one of the following represents the correct dimensions of the coefficient of viscosity? Okay, let's see this problem. Coefficient of viscosity, the easier formula to remember is Stokes law. F equal to 6 pi eta RV. Okay, from here the coefficient of viscosity you can write as eta equal to F divided by 6 pi RV. So the dimension of eta, that is coefficient of viscosity, is equal to dimension of force divided by dimension of 6 pi, which is constant, so it would be 1, and dimension of R and dimension of B. Okay, dimension of force would be, from F equal to ma, it will be m L T minus 2 divided by R will be L, and V is LT minus 1. So it would be m, L and L is cancelled out, 1 L is left in the denominator, so it is L minus 1, T minus 1 will go in the numerator, so it will be T minus 2 plus 1, so it will be T minus 1. Okay, so the dimension of coefficient of viscosity would be m, L minus 1, T minus 1. The option C is correct. Okay, let's solve next question. We'll see this question now. A particle moves in a straight line with retardation proportional to its displacement. Its loss of kinetic energy for any displacement x is proportional to. Okay, so the given condition is retardation proportional to the displacement. So retardation will write as minus dv by dt minus of rate of change of velocity, which is proportional to the displacement x. Will write this as dv by dt and will take proportionality constant k, so it will be kx, and the minus will put here. Okay, so minus dv by dt was kx, so dv by dt would be minus kx. Okay, now in the next step dv by dt will write slightly different. Will write as dv by dt like this, and then will divide by dx and multiply by dx. So this dv by dt we are writing in form of dv by dx multiplied by dx by dt, and that is equal to minus kx. Okay, this dx by dt, the quantity dx by dt represents rate of change of displacement, that is velocity, so we can write as v. In this place we can write as v, and then dv by dx, dv by dx equal to minus kx, implies that v dv equal to minus kx dx. Now we'll integrate this. We'll assume at x equal to 0 its speed was u, and at x equal to x, at x displacement you can say its speed was v. So implies that if you integrate v, it will be v square by 2. Putting the limit, you will get v square minus u square by 2 equal to minus k, and the x integration would be x square by 2, and if you put limit 0 to x, it would be simply x square by 2. Okay, now multiply both sides by m, because we need to get the change in kinetic energy, which is half mv square minus half mu square. So you just multiply by m. So in the left side you will get half mv square minus half mu square, that is change in kinetic energy. In the right side it will be k into m x square divided by 2. Okay, so this is change in kinetic energy equal to minus k m by 2 x square, minus represents change in kinetic energy is negative, means final energy is less than the initial energy, that is there is a loss of kinetic energy. So loss of kinetic energy is proportional to the, this is constant, so this is proportional to the x square. Okay, so option A is correct. Okay, let's do next question.